Alright, so here we are, still spending some time in Eastern Adoulin. Let's do some more quests. There's a series of quests we can do through this guy here, Zafeld. Let's see how he's doing tonight. My. Whatever shall I do with you, Oko? I hear you've been out trying to save the world from the Blackthorn Coven with Nashu again. I swear my jaw will have to fall from its hinges before you listen to me about staying away from those vexing viragos. However, that's all water under Big Bridge now. For any chance you had to go plunging headfirst into thorny thickets will soon be over. Since we've ascertained their involvement with the Velk, Lord Vortimir has ordered some adept landscapers to do a bit of pruning. As I do not believe your pioneer's badge certifies you as a groundskeeper, I suggest you stick to colonization and leave the dirty work to us. Oko! Yeah, we knew Nashu. We actually did one quest previous to this one that involved these guys. Yeah, there you are. Oh, friend of friends. I was just about to go off and parley with those enchantresses, and thought you might want to come along. To be honest, I still cannot fathom why anyone would ever be willing to conspire with heathens as blasphemous as the Velk. My face turns flushed with anger at the mere thought of such an atrocity. However, the fact remains that they saved me from certain doom at Doe Gates. Could it not be possible that their spinous exteriors are only a facade covering their silky soft hearts? Perhaps all we need to fertilize a congenial relationship with our sylvan sorceresses is to talk with them. What do you say, Oko? How perspicacious of you? Was your brain turned to mush? I don't even know what that word means, but we'll just say that he's that. Whew! You cannot imagine how comforting it is to hear that someone of your prowess holds the same sentiments. My confidence has shot through the roof. Therefore, I was thinking of returning to the Blackthorn Coven, what they gave us in our prior adventure. Of course, as a member loyal to the Order of Weatherspoon, my first thought was to hand it over to my superiors. But such would amount to betrayal of the people who rescued me. Instead, I had decided to use this opportunity to meet and show them of the error of their ways. My silver tongue will convince them to consort with the Velk no more. Surely you will join me in my pursuit of justice, Oko, will you not? Fine, I'll go. Thank you immensely. If their past behavior is anything to go by, they will surely be skulking about your Shaweld. Let us rendezvous within its thickets, at what corresponds to J6 on your map. Alright, yeah, our favorite place, Shaweld. Alright, so we'll head there right away, and I think that that place is pretty close to the frontier station, I believe. Let's see. Looks like there's a fellow paladin here doing some adventuring. Hello, Nevergone. Alright, your Shaweld. I'm gonna go to the frontier station and see if that's close. There we go. Yeah, I knew that we'd gone a little too far because we got into I6. We wanted to be at J6. Alright, so let's... let me just make sure we don't have a battle coming up here. Let's just click here and just see what happens. Sorry, I'm late to that leaping leafkin. How brazen wazen of you weaklings to stroll so casually into our den. Calm down, sis. How am I supposed to calm down when those wide mouths could be licking their fingers clean ween of Sora as we speak? Whatever do you mean? The Velk think that we're in cahoots with you, all because she saved your sorry behind. What a terrible lapse in judgment to root. If it were me, I would have let them have their way with a whelp like you. So, I am the cause of all this? Of course you are. Ugh. And this when we just sniff-whiffed out Maligny Vorgut. Speaking of that incident, I should probably give this back to you. Huh? You earned that from your jaunteroo to Doe Gates? Why would you bother returning it? As a token of gratitude to Sora for giving me another chance at life. You do realize that we could very well just hand-wand it back over to the Velk, don't you? Although they do think we're your allies, so maybe we can't. But that doesn't stop me from insulterooing your naivete. If anyone's naive, it's you, Zunmimi. Forget about it. Someone of my stature shouldn't stoop whoop so low as to bicker over trite banalities. Let me make this spring water clear for you, imbecile. We don't give two licks what those troglodyteroos are planning. What we're after is their treasure. Yes, their treasure. We only approach them to gain their trust. That way they'd invite us into their miserable excuse for a settlement and parade Wade, the thing, out in front of us. What? Pray tell. Would you want with a trinket from a band of savages? We seek to harness the inexplicably vast amounts of occulteroo energy it harbors. The only reason we came swooping in from the west was that we simply couldn't ignore the intensely violent-eroo pulses of magical energy emanating from this region. Eventually, we discovered that the source of that astral disturbance was none other than the Velk's own heirloom, Zunmimi. Yes, Melisandre, I'm quite aware that time is of the essence. I'm simply trying to exerteroo an air of gravitas to make us look better. Your friend wouldn't have been captured if it weren't for me. Please, allow me to assist you. Surely it's the least I can do. We're not descending upon a few stray Velk in Doe Gates. We're heading straighteroo into their breeding grounds within Marjami Ravine. The only thing you'd be good for is feed-weeding their hatchlings. I am not so pompous to think myself capable of besting even one of these monstrosities in battle. But I am confident that I can at least distract them. So you're willing to risk life and limb as a measly decoy-wecoy? If that is what it takes. Maybe I'm the one who had the lapse in judgment. You're surprisingly gallantaroo for a priori peon. We'll be waiting in the ravine at G10, then. We'd take you with us, but we don't want to besmirch your oh-so-renowned name. What sort of pioneer would you be if you couldn't even do a little bushwhacking? You hear her, Oko? Let us show them the extent of our mettle and depart post-haste. Alright, so we are going to be heading to Marjami Ravine, and I do not believe we've been there before. So I think that the ravine is just... I don't actually know. Let me just check this out. I think it's one of the areas we've been, but it's like tunnels underneath. Yeah, and there's a home point in there we're going to have to get. Hold on. Alright, this was somewhere that we went. I think it was during the Albuka Survival Guide Skills episode, when we were going around getting all the different abilities. But we haven't been back there since. Yeah, here it is, Marjami Ravine. We have, and we got several. Oh, we got two. One there and one there. Well, this is the closest one, I believe. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. It's a long way. Okay, let's just get started. Okay, hold on. We might even actually be able to use our chocobo here. Let me just see here. Wouldn't that be nice? Ability, mount. Oh, yes. We have nothing to worry about then. Okay, so we're going the wrong way already. We want to go... Basically, we're going to be going over to this area. Right around here is where we're going to be meeting. So, I'll meet you guys... I'll meet you guys there. Wow, this is cool. This is all Velk land. This looks neat. This is like a little throne area, it looks like. I don't know where my trusts are. Oh, here they come. Alright, so we're just gonna come up here and there's another cave. Yeah, here it is. This will take us to the other side of the water. That water we just saw. This sort of goes underneath it. The river. We're getting close. So, he might have even told us in the story part where to look. Yeah, G10, he said. So if we go a little further south, we should be at G10. So here we are, we're in G10 now. Okay, let me just look here. We're looking for a hostage tent. There it is. That's probably the one right there. Alright, so we'll click on there. Oko. I cannot fathom how, but we have apparently beaten the coven to the punch. Only 4 guards. What an exceptionally low number. Do you think you can give all 4 of them what for? Alright. Then, I'll act as the bait, and you reel them in. For Altana! Yeah, so we're just gonna examine this again. It'll spawn the Velk. I guess I thought there'd be 4, but I guess maybe we're gonna do one at a time. Yeah, I guess that's all we have to do. It's just 1. I thought we'd have 4, but let's see what happens here. Maybe another one spawns after he dies. You never know. So this is a pretty trivial fight with 6 party. He's toast. That's it. Okay, let's click here. Let's see what Nashmo, what's that his name? Nashu, pardon me, Nashu has to say. This victory is surely proof that she deems our mission a righteous one. Thank you, Oko. Well, that was easy weasy. We didn't even have to lift a finger. I think those drones might just have what it takes to be our personal shields. Sora, are you okay? What? Why are you two here? Why? To keep you from becoming Wumming a Mithra meat pie, dummy. You really thought they'd kill me? I didn't know you were such a moron, Zunmimi. If they were going to scratch me from the proverbial books, they'd have done it as soon as they got their claws on me. Yet, they brought me here, which means they must need me for something. I guess you have a point, Taru. Why wouldn't they have killed her? By the way, what in the world are this altar boy and his handler doing here? Well, that is to say, you can stutter water once we get somewhere safe. Wait, I overheard some juicy tidbits while imprisoned here. Just how juicy were these bitteroos? Some overly chatty Velk revealed the location of the you-know-what. You don't mean their treasure? Precisely. Now, let's make like cat burglars and nab it. Indeed. But once the word's out that you've escaped, everyone will be on high alert. They don't trust us anyway. But now, we're already inside their lair. There won't be another chance this good in all our 9 lives. And you swear that you will no longer fraternize with the Velk once you have their prize? May the heavens strike you down? For certain. Then I shall lend my aid as well. Ha! You? Don't make me laugh. What we're after is in Graham Drog's throne room at I-10. Not even reciting all the litanies in the Exorcist's annals could get that pioneer in. Let alone a pew warmer like you. Even if the tyrant himself is out, there will definitely be guards patrolling the area. What about using Sleepka? That could work, if there weren't mage wages among their ranks. Then we'll just have to rush in, spells a-spewin'. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm sure I can conjure up more terrifying abominations with my pinky toe than those savages can with their whole beings. That's right. We don't need weaklings like you, pulpit polisher. Go back to sprinkling holy water on the priory plants, or whatever it is you waste your useless life doing. Do not address me as a pulpit polisher. I have a name, and it is Nashu. And then there were two. I wonder if they can manage them by themselves. No, I think they truly need our help after all. To I-10 or bust, Sir Oko. Alright, so... Hold on, stop. The camera's going all weird. Oh, that's why. We're next to a fence. Alright, so that was... Didn't I just say we passed a throne thing? That must be where it was. Let me just see here. First, we'll just get onto our I-10. I'm pretty sure that's literally where we just were. And where I said it was a throne. Yeah, here's the water. You see, we want to get over there. So you gotta go through the tunnel to get there. I guess this tunnel doesn't really go under the river. It kind of just goes behind the waterfall. So we're I guess we're under the river because we're under the top part of the river, right? So I guess I retract that. I was right the first time. All right, so we're heading up here to I-10. Yeah. All right, so Seat of Gramdruk. I wonder if that's where... Yeah, that's what we click on. So we'll click here. I don't see any sign of Gramdruk. Don't let the bedbugs bite. How are we supposed to test our skills if they won't even station mages around their leader's lair? According to my Gabby guards, there should be a secret door behind the ruler's throne. So this is what they were hiding. It's beautiful. Drat! You two, huh? Well, looks like our prayers have been answered. How did these dull lunkwunks wake up so fast? And now it doesn't even affect Adoulin. We know more than others. Thing like poison wake people. Me learn that from no scales. What? Taking poison to stay awake? I thought only pioneers were stupid enough to do that. Did you learn how to fake falling asleep from them as well? Color Waller me impressed, Maligny Vorgut. So witches try steal that. Perfect. You unseal it. Unseal it. Unseal it? Magic sealed away. We no can unseal, so was useless. We let you live, so you unseal. What gave you the idea that I know the first thing about... Just do it! Sora. Bring it on, Buckteeth. What? What goes on? Run! That was close. And it was right within my grasp, too. You mean this? When did you... You never cease to amaze me, Melisandre. The light seems to have gone out. What was that curiosity, anyway? I certainly do not hold the answer to your question, but I do know this. I am positively overjoyed that you got what you came for. I guess you couldn't have grabbed it without your help. Well, I guess it's time to be hitting the old dusty trail. Yep, sure is. See you around, Neshu. Neshu? She remembered my name. Anyhow, at least the Coven's cut all its ties with the Velk, right? Once again, I have you to thank for engineering the seemingly impossible, in case the undying gratitude of a mere trainee proves an insufficient reward. Please take this. I must now take my leave and report what we have discovered to Lord Vortimir. Hopefully, it will give him cause to recall the troops he dispatched. May our paths cross once more, Oko. Maligni Vorgut. Why you let treasure get snatched? I apologize, sir. Unexpected thing happened. No want apology. Want treasure. Get it back now. With regret, I think to wait is best. Wait? Why? You shall see. So I don't think it's the last that we've seen of those guys. There is whoops. No, I want to get on my horse. Or, pardon, well, I can't believe I just said that. My chocobo. Okay, there is another reeve in this walkway right here that leads up. I'm just going to do that so I can fulfill the records of eminence. And, yeah. Let's just get there and do that quickly first. Friends, compatriots, the time has come to free our city from the shackles of the nefarious Blackthorn Coven. They have blighted Albuka for too long, and now count the scaly Velk amongst their most valued allies. None of us are safe while they roam free. It is by our hands that evil must be banished to whence it came. To arms, brothers and sisters. Oko. I almost regurgitated my lunch. Arastois is planning on flaying the Blackthorn Coven alive. They promised us they were no longer in cahoots with those savage brutes, but now Vortimir has authorized an expedition to expunge them from the continent. We've got to warn Sora and her fellowship before they get burned to a crisp. Let's see if we can find them at their usual haunt near J6 in Yorshaweld. Alright, let's head there right away. Alright, so, got here pretty quick. I kind of remembered where this place was, so it wasn't too bad. Alright, so let's click on here, the occultist footprints at J6, right in this area here. those scoundrels aren't here. No, they're too smart for that. Doubtlessly, they have gone slithering into some dank ditch or hollowed-out tree stump. Then we break up into groups and hunt them down. Aristois, I bid you go on that way. Understood, Lord Vortimir. Sora! Sora! Shh! Sora, there you are. Ever the dunce, Nashu. If you keep screeching like that, your compatriots will find us for sure. Sorry, I trekked out here to warn you that... Wait, you already know, don't you? What kind of witches would we be if we couldn't see them coming malms away? If it wasn't for my keen eyes, the three of us would be toast. Just how are we supposed to unseal wheel this thing while we're on the lam? Huh? You're really trying to unleash its power? Who knows what kind of horrible curse this Velk artifact might contain? Velk Artifactaroo? No, it's nothing like that. One of our beloved ancestors' made it. What do you mean, ancestors? Magical curios like this don't just appear out of the sky. It's a valued relic from our past. Spiritual incantations, the ebb and flow of magic, auras distilled to their very essence. Believe me, this much I know. So, by what twist of fate did the Velk get their grubby claws on it? Who knows? When your beloved king forced the Velk to the Westeroo, all those centuries ago, they probably nabbed this piece of work as they were hightailing it out of there. King? Centuries? Ugh. You exorcisteroos are supposed to be students of history, aren't you? What a waste of air. Undo the seal. But if we go traipsing about the forest now, your friends will be on us like those Velk on fresh meat. Oh-ho, that gives me an idea. The two of you can go about unfettered, What are you playing at? We need water of the purest kind to break the seal. I'd like you to scoop some up in our stead. What would we get out of it? We would get out of your hair. The treasure would be ours in full, and we would return to the West. An appealing prospect for all parties involved. That makes sense. So what do? That's a good little boy. We need you to get to the Pool of Clarity in Yorshaweld, the Spring of Prosperity in Moramar Basalt Fields, the Lake of Light in Sea Gates, and Sweltering Spring in Mo Gates, and the Soliferous Spring in Doe Gates. Once there, you'll need to fill these bags with a couple handfuls of the bounty there. As for us, well, we certainly can't stay here much longer. Meet up with us near K7 in Surdus Caverns. Once again, we're made to dance like puppets. Oko, you take one sturdy hide pouch, and I'll take the other. Let me handle the Pool of Clarity and Spring of Prosperity, while you tackle the other three. How's that for a plan? Yeah, that sounds, I guess, reasonable. Okay, so here we are in Sea Gates. We're heading right towards the little pool where we're going to find the Ergon Locust in this location. So we did have one reeve to get through, but other than that, we're just, using our potions. Okay, so let's click on the Ergon Locust here. You scoop up some water with your sturdy hide pouch. Alright, so there's the first one. 2 more to go, so I'll just warp back to Adoulin, where we can use a waypoint to get I guess we'll do Mogates next. So we're going to be heading to the Moramar Basalt Fields is the closest waypoint. So we go to Moramar Basalt Fields and then we... Yeah, and then we just backtrack back into Mogates. Okay, so the water's just up ahead here. So it looks like it's a bit of a hot springs or something. But this is where we find the Ergon locust here. Click that and scoop up some water. So there we go. Alright, so one more to go, and this one is going to be in Dogates. Fastest, well, first we'll warp out to Adoulin, and then the fastest way that we're going to be able to get there is to warp to the Forêt de Hanatiel, one of the little frontier stations there. The bivouacs, they call them. Bivouac number 4. Looks like we're following our friend there. You can see that someone came in just as we entered, and we're kind of hot on his heels. He might be heading towards the same space. Here he is. Passion fruit. What a name. Oh, apex crabs. You know what? You can grind on these crabs, and it's really good for CP. That's probably what he's here to do. No, maybe not. I don't know, unless he has his favorite spot. But we're just going to ignore him. We're heading the right way. Yeah, we're heading right for it. Right down here is the pool where the Ergon locust is. Here it is. Is that it? Yep, it is. Alright, let's remove our invisible. Scoop up the water. There it is. You scoop some water with your sturdy hide. Alright, I don't think we can use warp yet. We have got to wait a little while. But we're going to head back, and now that we got all 3 waters, we are going to be heading to Certus Caverns, and I think I'm just going to warp there. I think that's the fastest way to do it. We have to spend a little bit of our... those warping points. I don't even know what they're called from the waypoints. I never even think about how much it costs to warp, and I don't even know where you get those points from. Okay, so down at the bottom here, they have these, you can, yeah, an enigmatic device. This one, these 100, yeah, these, I don't know how we're getting these kinetic units. I don't know if it's just something you build up over time, or what the deal is with those, honestly, but I mean, I just spend them. I never have to think about it. We seem to have enough to be able to warp around and do all the things that we need to do whenever we want. But okay, so here's the Certus Caverns. Oh, we just gotta warp in. Here we got a warp, cutscene. Oko, there you are. You've got what Sora wanted, right? They said they'd be waiting for us around K7. We've got to hurry. Who's that? Who knows? Okay, so let's take a look here. So K7. K7. Here somewhere? It could be this little round room here or something. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, wait. The southeast corner. So it's this round room, I believe. I think that's where we're going. Let me just double check. 7. Okay, yep. So I'll just meet you guys there. Alright, well, we're basically there. If we come over here, yeah, K7. So, hiding place. This must be it. Alright, so we'll click on the hiding place. We just got some experience points for some reason. I'm not sure why. Because we got poisoned? Sora! Sora! Shh! I thought you exorcists were supposed to banish the dead, not wake them. Ugh. Just keep it down and hand me the water. Sora, nothing's happening. That can't be right. My sources couldn't have been mistaken. Look, it's... You disappoint me, Nashu. Casting your lot in with witches rather than letting the exorcists carry out their charge is a fatal mistake. Who's there? Arastois. Why are you? Why am I? Why are you? Turning your back on your fellow exorcists and consorting with vile forces. In the end, I should be thankful, for you led us right to them. No! Arastois, you mustn't hurt them. Everything I told you is true. The Blackthorn Coven is no longer working with the Velk. Oh, poor naive Nashu. Do you not see? Whether they are or aren't is no longer of any concern. Meaning what? Our sacred goal is to stamp out evil wherever it rears its ugly head, whether that be Velk or witches, it matters not. But they didn't kill them. Grr! Huh? Are we not a bit too overconfident, witch? Melisandre! What is the meaning of this? Look, it's... Maligni Vorgut? Oh, the special power of treasure? It beautiful. You key to opening treasure, I knew. I was wait. So that's why you didn't come, wham after us. We should have been more careful. Guk guk guk. Velk like many years in harsh land. No good king to lead. This treasure help us break through. This land be ours once more, once break through. Oh yeah? You'll have to get through us first. I show what magic treasure can do. Wah! Ho ho! Need more time to make magic bigger? Get back here, you cretin. Get back here, you cretin. We're trapped. We chose the wrong quarry, didn't we? Lord Vortimir. Everyone, as Arch-Exorcist, I command you to obliterate that infernal device before the Velk have a chance to use it. Phew. That was more troublesome than I would have thought. We've got to get it back. You mean to just hocus-pocus it away from the Velk again? But it didn't go so well the last time. Lord Vortimir, please. Nashu, our forces have expended all their energy. We must regain our strength before we push into the heart of the Velk domain. Kilmad, return to the Priory at once and appraise them of what transpired here. With your leave. The fight with the Velk is far from over, and we must secure our lines to advance any further. And the Coven? Given the circumstances, we have no choice but to join them hand in hand. Thank you. That's fine with you too, right, Sarah? Oko, I know I'm always asking favors, but we'll need you again in Marjami Ravine. But I'm sure the members of the Priory aren't the only ones needing a brief respite. Your help was critical, as always. Consider this pittance to be partial payment. Alright, there we are, a little boiled And an increase to our Adoulin fame, of course. Alright, so let's head back to Adoulin and talk to Zaffeld. Ah, nuts. Yeah, let's rendezvous with Zaffeld and meet Nashu there, huh? Alright, so let's talk to Zaffeld. Our brothers and sisters advance on the Velk stronghold even as we speak. Hurry to Marjami Ravine, Oko, and join the call to arms. Your aid would be invaluable in stopping their further incursion against us. We are counting on you. Alright. So there's our next destination. The Marjami Ravine, once again. Oko, you've come just in time. I haven't seen Sora and the others yet, but the Priory stands ready to strike. This feels strange. The Velk should have fully anticipated our advance. Yet, where is their defense? Indeed. Nevertheless, we can ill afford any delay. There's no telling what the cursed Velk mage could do now that he has his claws around that artifact. The Frontier Station scouts have spotted Maligny Vorgut near Gramp Droog's throne at I-10. Let us split into 2 divisions and flank him. Arostwa, you and your men will take the waterfall pass. I want you and Nashu to come with us. Yes, sir. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is head towards the Frontier Station. Okay, here we go. Here's the throne seat. Yep, so we had to go through 2 reefs to get here. But anyway, that's the breaks. Okay, so let's check the seat. Velkin, listen. Maligny Vorgut, hold power to break big wall. Follow Maligny, smack no scales, take back Velkland. Maligny! What this joke? Get off Grom's king's seat. It's not for your romp. Velk have no use for old king now. King Gromp. Ugh. So that's what the orb can do. Are we too late? Lord Vortimir, can you hear me? What is your command? Failing to stop him here will be to Adoulin's peril. Carry out the attack plan. Wait. Sora? If there's anyone who knows how to put the lid back on his magic, it's us. What are you saying? The artifact seal could only be broken with the purest energies of crystal clear water. So if we want to restore it, we'll just have to muddy things up a bit. Muddy things up? How? As it turns out, our ancestors left us the perfect incantation for this occasion. The spell we found won't reseal it completely, but it should be enough to weaken it. We're too far away. That's right. We'll have to get Aru a wee bit closer if we want to make this work. We will provide support. Arostwa, draw the Velk away from the throne to give the witches a window to strike. Understood. Get ready. Make ready. Engage! Now. No scales must be very not clever to come here. You die now. What? Power, no work? What you do to power? Sneaky no scales. Maligny no need power to make die. Alright, so this guy is a high-powered black mage we're about to fight. So I'm just going to switch back over to my Aegis for this fight. Alright, so click here and... where is he? There he is, behind us. Maligny Vorgut. Alright, here we go. Let's give ourselves something to eat. And then we'll do some buffs. There's Berserk. Warcry. Intervene. Alright, he's almost gone. There we go. We got him. Curse you, dirty witch. What do you say? Dirty witchlings. Dirty magic. Yes. Alright, yeah. We gotta get going on that. Alright. On that Creed armor. We're gonna get that increased. Alright, so let's check out the seat here again. Grr, if only had power, still you can no win. Her, you can no hurt Maligny here. Witches soon grow tired, power come back, then no scales die. What? Can't hold it. Hang in there. If the spell breaks, we're toasteroo. Prepare to retreat. No, there's got to be a way. Of course. Nashu, take the device out of my tunic and give it to Oko, quickly. Your tunic? Wait, isn't this that contraption you made earlier? Oko, use it on Maligny. No. No possible! Good, dirty no scales. How break wall? We did it. Look out! Nashu! Hang in there. Uh-oh. Nashu, why were you so reckless? No. You stupid, stupid idiot. Who told you to die? Sora, I won't let you die. What? What? I thought I was... He lives. Remarkable. Nashu, you stupid... Sora? Don't worry. She's just fainterrude. I've never seen Sis use so much magic. The artifact shattered. So... she used up the artifact's power to save me? And it's for the best, if you ask me. That artifactaroo would have been too much to handle, even for us. So the present crisis has been averted. Altana be praised. Well done, all of you. Now, let us return to Adoulin. Is it safe to leave him here? He will get his comeuppance, no doubt, at the hands of his own kin. The Velk will not take his treason lightly. I suspect we shan't go harboring from their wrath as well. We would do best to leave before the storm. We can't leave Sora here. In her state, she'll need the infirmary's care. You two had better come as well. It's best if you're with her. Nashu, you seriously mean to bring those witches into the city? That's right. Have you forgotten the evil the Blackthorn Coven has done? Do you expect the people of Adoulin to so easily forgive their sins? But you saw them save our skins just now. You'd have us, as Adoulinians, just leave them here to those savages? The people will not stand for... Nashu was right. Orostoire, we owe them our lives. To cast such a life dead aside and leave them to their fate would be most iniquitous. Is it not so, Lord Vortimer? Indeed. I will endeavor to make the people of Adoulin understand. Thank you, Lord Vortimer. You must be exhausted as well, Oko. Come with us to the infirmary in West Adoulin. Alright, so I think we will do exactly that. We will meet up with them in Western Adoulin. Alright, so I think... Yeah, here, this was the hospital. Let's just see if this was the one. I think this is it. They've brought the Blackthorn Coven into the city, into our infirmary. Get them out of there before we're all cursed. He's right. We won't stand for any witches in Adoulin. Please, everyone, listen. Not only have these rusty Weatherspoons failed to protect us from their sorcery, but they now bring the devil straight into the city. People of Adoulin, I hear your voices. Please hear mine. Know that we exorcists have in no way sullied the name of the Order of Weatherspoon. Lord Vortimer, I will not deceive you. These witches have performed many deeds which cannot easily be forgotten. But make no mistake, were it not for them, we would not be standing before you this day. What did he say? The Velk savages seized a terrifying power and would have doubtless crushed Adoulin's defenses and slaughtered her people. Fear not. Through the aid of the Blackthorn Coven and the stalwart efforts of the pioneer Oko, our order has managed to thwart their evil plot. Adoulin owes these witches, these saviors, a deep debt of gratitude. They saved us? The Coven is no longer an enemy of Adoulin. People of Adoulin will not forgive them? Why? Why did he drag us to Adoulin? Of all places. Just being here makes my fur stand on end. Well, sis, between you collapsing and the two of us not far behind, they couldn't very well leave us where we were. That Nashu was so naive. How can we rest with that angry mob right outside? Huh? Are they? No, I don't believe it. Those idiot-aroos outside are actually applauding us? I never thought I'd see the day. Can you imagine what folks back home would think? I wonder if we could really live here someday. It would seem you have regained your strength. Your assistance has gone great lengths in restoring the public's faith in our order. That said, I hope you were not intending to stay long. Huh? Whatever the people may think, you cannot seriously expect our order to welcome you into the city now. You exorcisteroos used us from the beginning, didn't you? No wonder. I thought it was all too strange to be true. Don't worry, we won't be in your hair for long. I am glad we have an understanding. Oko, you came. You really don't know when to keep your nose woes out of trouble. That habitaroo will get you killed one day, you know. But I'm glad you were with us. We would never ever have been able to stop that old crocodile without you. Truly, you fought with such ferocity. Call me impressed. I always thought our magic would be enough to ward against any threat, but clearly we were wrong this time. Thanks. Oko, if you ever stop by Western Ulbuka... No, never mind. Well, I suppose we'd better leave before we dirty up the city. I don't think we'll ever be coming back here again. Thanks again, Oko. And give my regards to Nashu. Yeah, that's not a very nice way of ending things, so I think we'll head to Eastern Adoulin and just touch base with Zefeld. I think that's usually how we communicate with Nashu, is through him. No. Alright, so here we are in Eastern Adoulin. Let's talk to Zefeld. Well met, Oko. I must extend my thanks for your valiant service to our order. No, to all of Adoulin. I was hoping you would stop by the Priory. Nashu has been looking for you as well. To tell you the truth, I didn't think that he had it in him. There's no denying it. With these events, he's grown into a full-fledged exorcist of the Order of Weatherspoon. Huh. And look who walks in. Oko, have you seen Sora and the others? They disappeared from the hospital without a trace. I see. Then I guess I was too late. I did find 2 of these in the desk in their room. Maybe this was their way of saying goodbye. It's a shame. Just when it seemed we could be friends. I think one of these was meant for you. Here. From now on, chances are you won't be seeing much of me either. As a proper exorcist, my first year will be spent on pilgrimage across the archipelago's sacred sites, while getting the laws and edicts hammered into my head. They say the first year is the hardest. It's a road all exorcists must travel, but I'm still more than a little nervous. I owe you one, Oko. You're the only reason I could become a proper exorcist in the first place. If it weren't for you, I'd still be on kitchen duty or scrubbing the dormitory floors. I figure the only way I can thank you properly is to work my rear off until I can be self-reliant. Thanks, Oko. You've really saved my life. In more ways than one. Until we meet again. Alright, there we are. We got some limit points, bailed, an increase in our Adoulin fame, and a Barcarolle earring, which I think is a really good earring for puppeteer. Here it is. Oh no, it's just for magicians in general. Black Mage Scholar and Geomancer. Elemental Magic Casting Time. So I guess, yeah, we could use this for a Black Mage sometime. It's a pretty good earring. Yeah, and that's it. And that finishes this quest line. This quest/storyline of the Adoulin quests. Alright, I want to talk to Alienor a little more carefully. A good day to you, good sir. Have you found the waypoints useful in your pioneering activities? They have been set up for your convenience, so do not hesitate to use them as you see fit. While I have your attention, have I told you of my most oppressive grandfather, who is working with the waypoints in the Middlelands? The old coot will not be back for a while, so naturally I am worried about his well-being. Can I ask a small favor of you? Sure. You have my thanks. I have prepared some traditional Adoulinian cuisine for him, as he must surely miss the fine taste of his homeland. I am also interested in hearing how those odd fellows, his surveying party, that is, are getting along. You see, their families are stricken with worry, and I made a promise to check up on them. Your aid is greatly appreciated. Oh dear, I forgot to tell you my grandfather's name. Anastas. Yes, well, we know Anastas quite well. We've done a lot of work for him in opening geomagnetic founts and stuff like that, right? Remember him? So let's meet up with him. He's in Juno Ruler Gardens. It's a pretty beautiful color sky tonight here on the top of Juno. Alright, so let's talk to Anastas. Why, Oko, what a most pleasant surprise. How can I help you this fine? What's this? A present from my beloved Eleanor? What a thoughtful young lady she has grown up to be, making me such a delectable treat. You wish to know more about how our research is going? Well, to be frank, I have not received word from Gilia of late. I hesitate to ask this of you, since I am certain you have other pressing matters to attend to, but would you deliver some of this small bag of Adoulinian delicacies to Selbina for me? Yeah, sure, we can do that. So we gave him the tray of Adoulinian delicacies, and we received a small bag of Adoulinian delicacies. Alright, so let's take that to Jillian then. Gilia in Selbina. Alright, I remember where she is. So she was down by the water, just minding her own business. Right over... Yeah, I can see the blue. Too bad you can just jump down here. Ah. Invisible walls. Alright, so here we go. So let's talk to Gilia. Oh, ho, ho! Is that a pioneer I spy? What can I do for you this fine day? Some treats from Adoulin? For me? Tee? This is so wonderful. Nothing like some yum-yums from back home to keep me bright and chipper. Anastas wants a little bit of an update? Leave it to him to spoil all the fun. Let's see. Well, these cute little fishies around here were just begging to be scooped up, so I... Wait, that's not what I meant. Tee. I meant that things are so wonderful over here that he shouldn't worry his head off about sweet old me. Alright, so we lost the key item, the small bag of delicacies. So I guess we just go back to Anastas and let him know that we did our job. Whoops. Darn it. Alright, so here we are. Whoops. Don't get too close. So let's talk to Anastas. Thank you for checking up on Gilia. I am relieved to hear that all is well. Please tell Eleanor that I am grateful for her gift and that the people here in Juno are treating me with the utmost kindness. Alright, so let's head back to Alienor then and let her know that her pop's doing just fine. Alright, there she is. Let's talk to Alienor. My grandfather and his entourage are doing well. This is wondrous news. Indeed, my gratitude knows no bounds. I can never stop worrying about him, so I might ask you to bring some more of my home cooking to him later. If you are free, that is. Alright, there we are. We got your artifact has been charged with 1,500 kinetic units. Wow. We got a lot. Wow. I guess because we did a little job for her. She was happy about that. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, well, we can do a lot of traveling now. That's good. So, yeah, it says you can repeat this conquest. Pardon me. You can repeat this quest once per conquest tally. So if you want to get some kinetic units, this is a good way to do it, because it didn't take very long to do all that. Yeah, he might have given us some treats to take to one of the other 3 as well. There's 4 different people. Jilia, then there was Zerko Bazurko in Mora, Kui Oribi in Rabau, and Wistful Bison in Norg. But yeah, anyway, that's how it worked out for us. That completes yet another quest here in Western Adoulin. I think that's actually the last quest. We're way over what we needed for maxing out our fame. We are maxed fame here in Adoulin to the max. Like, way over. A long time ago. We're like 10 quests over what we needed to do, but I wanted to do a lot of this just for fun and just to get more of the storyline fleshed out of Adoulin and the people that live there. So there you go. So, probably the next video you'll be seeing after this. This is probably just going to be a little side video. A little extra bonus video that's showing all these quests.